Allow me to just say 2 sentences about the US. Because Catherine, I think you made this point about USAID, and when I was still in the Ministry of Economy responsible for trade and external trade, we were always jealous of the US having USAID banging off the doors for the American firms. I mean, you could not compete. You had USAID coming and an American firms walking just behind. No chance for German companies to get in. So I really, they will feel it. Not immediately, but in the midterm. And these were not the American tech companies, but the other American companies. So I also think they will feel it. They call it vote, but they don't even know how much it helped their economy in third markets. And I think the unwillingness to cooperate, it's too nicely framed. I think it's a disdain for anything weak and unprotected. And that disdain is with Trump, it's with Putin, it's this, we're strong, we're the fighters, we're all the bodybuilders, we're all out there, and anything that's a bit weaker, we really detest. And I think that is what is scary about the movement, and we have that in Germany. And to get back this, not just cooperation, but to revalue people who might be weaker nature, that might be weaker in, I put that in quotation because if the water hits you, it's not weaker. And I think that's what we need to talk about. Why do they not want to cooperate? And I think they also do no longer want any competition. And they openly speak that they want monopolies. They do not want competition in the democratic sphere any longer, but also in the economic sphere. You have J.D. Vance talking openly about monopolies being good. Peter Thiel, all the people behind, they strive for monopolies. Obviously, the oligarchs in the tech area do it, and that's why they detest European legislation, because there is some teeth to it to destroy the worst monopolies. So I think we have to see that entire system. They want to break down competition in the democratic area, they want to break it down in the economic area. And we will not benefit from that. To my own, party and what's going on in Germany, I think, like everywhere, the climate question has been off the agenda. It was off the agenda in the election campaign. It was during any of these talk shows, it was almost impossible to get the climate point on. You didn't have any questions about it. Like, you had to put it yourself on the debate. And of course we were trying to think about what does it have to do with us, what is our own fault in it. Did we make it too much a point of economy in terms of, it will bring more money, it will create new technologies? Did we not talk about it any longer in terms of it has a value in itself to protect the climate? We were thinking about, all the fear-mongering, what's happening with the floods, with the droughts. Does it rather paralyze people? It doesn't give them enough initiative to do something about it. But at the same time, you have to show what's happening in the world, which is scary. And then, we linked it to security, where I fundamentally believe that being more sustainable makes us more secure by less dependent on fossil imports, be they from Russia, Saudi Arabia, you name them. Also, resource efficiency makes us more secure. Circularity makes us less dependent on China for raw materials. So all of the green agenda contributes to security. But I think, maybe that we didn't make that link strongly enough. And certainly one point was the affordability of it and the connection to the social question. So that is one point we're working on a lot now. But I think we also should not underestimate how much money there is on the other side. On the fossil agenda side, they pull in tons of money on fake news online, on lobbying. It's just also massive. And I think maybe we did underestimate the power of the fossil lobby, which is still kicking and alive. And they just want to have a few more billions as long as it is possible.